Some perfumes don't announce themselves. They don't rush into the room or demand attention. They wait. They arrive quietly and stay long after the moment has passed. These are not scents that shout. They echo. They cling to scarves, to doorways, to memory itself. Perfumes that linger not just on skin, but in the air, in rooms, in the minds of those you leave behind. Today, we're counting down 10 perfumes that linger long after you've left. Stay until number 1, because that final fragrance doesn't fade, it haunts. Shiseido Ginza. We begin at number 10, where quiet strength leaves a lasting trace. Shiseido Ginza is presence without pressure. Clean florals meet soft woods, grounded by an incense-like warmth. It doesn't trail aggressively, it hovers. Like the calm left behind after someone composed, elegant, and self-assured exits the room. Ginza lingers like discipline, like balance. You don't notice it immediately, but once you do, it's already wrapped itself into the air. A scent that speaks softly, yet remains long after the moment has passed. Aerin Amber Musk. At number 9, softness that refuses to disappear. Amber musk is intimate, skin-close, and deeply personal. Warm amber, gentle florals, and musks melt together like cashmere warmed by body heat. This is the kind of scent people notice after you've gone. On a sweater, on a pillow, on the memory of proximity. It doesn't shout perfume. It whispers someone was just here. Comforting, familiar, and quietly addictive, it turns closeness into something unforgettable. The kind of fragrance that stays not in the air, but in the feeling it leaves behind. Chanel No. 19 Poudré. Sliding into number 8, elegance that lingers like powdered silk. No. 19 Poudré is restraint perfected. Iris green notes and soft woods create a scent that feels cool, polished, and impossibly chic. It leaves behind a clean, powdery trace, the scent of tailored coats, quiet confidence, and impeccable posture. There's nothing nostalgic or old-fashioned about it. It feels modern, deliberate, and quietly authoritative. When you leave wearing this, the room feels emptier, sharper, more aware of what it's lost. Micallef Ylang in Gold. Number 7, where warmth clings to the air like gilded skin. Ylang in Gold is radiant and sensual without being heavy. Creamy ylang, coconut warmth, and vanilla glow together like sunlit skin at golden hour. It lingers in a way that feels physical, as if your warmth stayed behind after your body moved on. The air holds onto it, slow and indulgent, refusing to let the moment end. This is the perfume people lean back into the room to smell again, because it still feels alive. Frédéric Malle Iris Poudre. Now number 6, refinement that never truly leaves. Iris Poudre is old-world elegance bottled. Powdery iris, aldehydes, and soft musks create a scent that feels timeless, composed, eternal. It lingers like the memory of a well-dressed woman passing through a room. Measured steps, perfect manners, unmistakable grace. The air seems to hold its breath after she's gone. Everything feels quieter, more polished, more intentional. This is not a trail. It's a presence that refuses to vanish. Guerlain Angélique Noire. Halfway through, and the air begins to darken beautifully. Angélique Noire is green, dark, and quietly addictive. Fresh Angelica melts into deep vanilla, creating tension between innocence and shadow. It lingers in layers, first green, then creamy, then something almost secretive. When you leave wearing this, the space feels altered, as if something mysterious was said, and no one quite knows what it meant. The silence afterward feels intentional, like the perfume is still thinking for you. Chanel Coco Noir. At number 4, the lingering power of midnight elegance. Coco Noir is depth and darkness wrapped in Chanel restraint. Citrus fades into rose, patchouli, and sandalwood that cling to the air long after movement stops. It leaves behind the impression of candlelight, black silk, and unspoken authority. The room feels quieter, more deliberate, as if something important just passed through it. This is the scent that remains when the lights are low, and the conversation has ended, but the atmosphere hasn't. What lingers isn't sweetness or softness, it's presence. Under My Skin, Francesca Bianchi. Taking number 3, intimacy that becomes unforgettable. Under My Skin is warm, personal, and powerfully intimate. Iris, leather, and musks blur into something that feels almost alive. It doesn't just linger, it attaches itself. It clings with the quiet persistence of touch remembered rather than scent alone. The warmth feels personal, as if it has learned the shape of your skin. This is the scent people recognize on their own clothes hours later and wonder why their heart tightens just a little. It doesn't fade, it embeds. Tom Ford More in More. At number 2, darkness that stains the air. More in More is rose dipped in shadow. Patchouli, truffle, and black rose swirl together into something decadent and slow burning. It leaves behind a trail that feels intentional, like a final look over the shoulder before disappearing into the night. This is not a memory that softens with time, it deepens. It lingers like a whispered secret, drawing attention without demanding it. Every note imprints itself, sensual, bold, and unforgettable. The room remembers you long after you're gone. Maison Francis Kurkdjian Oud Satin Mood. And finally, number 1. Oud Satin Mood doesn't leave quietly. It stays. Rose, violet, vanilla, and oud create a trail so rich, so enveloping, it feels woven into fabric, walls, and skin itself. This is the perfume that enters before you do, and remains long after the door has closed. People will ask who was here, not because they saw you, but because the air still carries your signature. Oud Satin Mood doesn't fade. It lingers like a memory that refuses to loosen its grip. And there you have it, 10 perfumes that linger long after you've left. From the quiet discipline of Shiseido Ginza to the haunting trail of Oud Satin Mood, these are scents that don't just mark time, they mark space. Which one leaves the strongest memory for you? Tell me in the comments, I want to know. If you enjoyed this slow dive into lingering beauty, like, subscribe, and stay with me for more stories where fragrance becomes feeling. Because some perfumes don't disappear, they stay.